are held hostage.
Break the dog! Hit the siren!
I'm Tara Hitchcock. I work with Harkins Theaters, the largest independently owned theater chain in the U.S., which is where people will get to see a dog's head on a man's body on the big screen.
I got an idea.
Oh, tell me, nurse, what's your idea?
What if we sew the dog's head onto the man's body?
I honestly, I hate to say it, I wasn't as familiar with the books, but I watched it with a friend of mine who was visiting. He's 10. His name is Cash, and he read all the books. And the minute they have the scene where they operate and put the dog's head, he said to me, I quote, "Oh, it's about to get dark." Is that accurate? Could you describe the film of putting a dog's head on a man's body as part of it? Yeah, it's a little bit dark.
Yeah.
He's 10?
He's 10.
I suppose it is quite. I've known the books for so long, and they seem so heightened that I didn't really think it was like such a sort of challenging concept. But it's pretty sinister. It's a bit like Frankenstein-esque. You're right. Now that we think about it.
Well, it's dark. It's so. I love that a kid can recognize the dark humor in it too,
Yeah.
because it does get. I mean, like when Dogman goes back to the house and he's. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say too much.
And some of the
It's some
lines
dark
about
things.
being evil, like Petey the villain, like embracing evil in such a kind of delicious way, you are sort of thinking, oh, I don't know we want that message. But it's so fun. I mean, this is the greatest movie.
I love kids that can be that observant, right?
Yeah.
Because it is a balance of both, where it is some of that it can go there, but that's what I think about the joke writing that was brilliant. Because even with the surgery and just having them two just look at each other after they say it, before they do it, the humorous makes it more relatable and where it doesn't feel as dark. So shout out to Cash. He was like,
Yeah, and the action is so fun and like not remotely, realistic that I think that the kids are just going to go on a great ride.
This is Sarah Hadoff.
You know, I love the fact, you know, in our business, most of us started out as reporters somewhere, carrying that mic flag everywhere, trying to chase a story. Who would you actually love to interview if you were a reporter?
Oh, if I were a reporter who I'd love to interview. Oh, wow, that's a great question. I'm gonna go with Little Petey in this movie. He's really cute. He's really funny, and I love his perspective and on every scene. He just makes me laugh. That character is my hands down favorite character.
Real, how about you? I know you don't play a reporter. You're the chief. Who would you love to interview?
who would I love to interview? Wow, that's a great question. Well, here we go. Michael Jordan. I know I've watched The Last Dance, but I have very specific questions I have for Michael Jordan that only has to come from me. So it would be Michael Jordan.
Help has arrived. Step 1, insert DNA into the DNA chute. Pete the cat is this evil guy, right? He wants to take over everything. I think Petey is like a super cool, relatable character because he's very flawed and had a tough past, and he, which made him rather evil and upset. But deep down, you could tell he doesn't want to be evil. He just wants to be loved.
What? Step 4, wait 18 years for your clone to reach adulthood?
If you're a Dogman fan, if you're a fan of the books, I think what DreamWorks and especially Dave Pilkey does so well is that he knows you love the book, so he makes sure that that's what you're seeing on screen. And the two together, it's really beautiful to see. It's cool stuff.